Market segmentation, it's a marketing process by which a company divides a large market into smaller groups for members with similarities or certain characteristics in common. Once the target audience has been divided, it will be easier to develop a more effective marketing strategy for each target group. In this way, effort and work are focused, reducing the cost comparing to a campaign focused on the largest and more heterogeneous audience. In addition, the result is usually faster and more satisfactory. Objective of market segmentation. The market segmentation strategy seeks that companies know well the characteristics of people when consuming a product or service. So this allows them to offer what they really need. They are therefore trying to get companies to focus on a few target markets rather than trying to target all of them. Thus, achieving a competitive advantage it's a specific segment. Um, it's a strategy focus. it's a strategy often used for small businesses since they usually don't have the necessary resource to attract the entire public. Although not necessarily, since sometimes the competition is so great that large company also specialize in market segments. Business that use this method often focus on the customer's needs and how the products or services could improve their everyday life. Also, some companies may allow consumers to participate in their products or service. The importance of something the market esteems mainly for the heterogeneity of taste, needs, and purchasing capacities of current customers, as well as from the continuous evolution of the above factors. If you decide, if you dedicate your efforts to trying to satisfy all of them, you may have greater difficulties in making your business idea profitable. However, if on the contrary you bet on carrying out an adequate segmentation and concentrating your efforts on those group of consumers whose need you can cover optimally, the risk of starting a business will be lower. Therefore, the fundamental objective of performance marketing segmentations is to define a vital part of your strategy, determine what your target market will be, and establish the distributions and marketing strategy. Market segmentation criteria. The way in which companies or other types of organizations perform grouping into segments can depend on variables as disparate as taste, fashions, personality types, geography, locations, among others. Taking into account these high numbers of criteria, companies seek to know, sorry, taking into account this high number of criteria, companies seek to know the behavior of people when consuming a product or service. This being the case, the next step will be to classify individuals into audience segments that have the most similar response possible to the product offered. A classification of the main types of market segmentation could be the following: demographic characteristics, geographical area, consumer behavior, um, psychological threats and economical factors. And demographic characteristics we could be which could focus on details such as age, um, gender, culture, religion. Demo- Geographical area could be like the place where you live. Consumer behavior could be like what the customer is looking for. Could be efficiency, value for money. I don't know. Psychological traits refers to tastes, fashion, style, characters, and economical factors could be the job stability, or income level. Um, the need for market segmentations. I mean, the need for market segmentations affects all types of business, regardless of the production of service of or service that you want to reach customers from there, and depending of the characteristics of your enterprise and the target market, you must define which are the optimal market segmentation strategies in your case. Before creating a company, you should know that no matter how good your product or service is, and unless you have already designed it with a very clear orientation to a specific market segment, the importance of market segmentation is undeniable, and that doing it correctly, it's essential to know which customers to sell and under what premises. Um, Market positioning refers to the perception that customers have of certain brands, trade names, or company in relation to their competitors. The idea is clear, achieved through market position that the customer choose the brand over others simply because it's the first thing that comes to mind when thinking about a good or service they need. If done well, market positioning will imply that the product is seen as unique and that a customer considers their purchase as it will provide them with a specific benefit. With a good positioning strategy, a product or service will give its unique sell proposition. Thank you.